those figures, they were not alive, they were not biological beings. Who we really are we also in a way some sort of shells? We also give meaning to many things. We give meaning to our thoughts. And I think that's what art is to give. We live in our bodies, right? Body is also in a way some sort of shell. We inhabit it. That maybe you also belong not just to this current reality, but you also belong somewhere else. But what if we are the biggest mystery? When I entered the space, by the way, if you want to support my channel is new, so please watch this video until the end. Thank you. Hey, in this video we are going to learn how to analyze a contemporary work of art. I'm going to guide you step by step how to do that, and I'm going to use an example of the exhibition that I visited today in Amsterdam in Stedelijk Museum. I'm right now in my hotel room filming this video, and I was really under impression. I really liked this exhibition and I want to speak a little bit more about it. And number one is your first impression. I give you an example. Before coming to the museum, I did a little bit of research. I saw this artist with an exhibition in green color with many different figures, and I saw this exhibition on the photo on my phone. And when I arrived, it was downstairs, it was a special room dedicated to this experience. And when I saw this room from a little bit from the further away, and I saw these really tall figures, I felt a little bit scared. It was a little bit uncanny. There was something going on, a little bit of tension. I saw people were leaving the space and they were quite under impression, and they were reading the description of the exhibition. So they were probably really interested to kind of dig into it and learn more about it. And when I was there, I felt also a little bit, not scared, but I felt like it was quite uncanny. That was my first exhibition. That was my first impression. When I entered the space, I felt really relaxed and really easy, and I was wandering in the space. The room was huge, filled with these really interesting tall figures, and the mirrors placed next to them, between those figures, and around those figures, so I could see a reflection of myself, almost like my own figure became a part of those magical creatures. I was surrounded by them, and of course I was surrounded by other people as well, and I felt like I was a part of that mystery. And I was also lucky to experience the music. I think at some point the music has changed, or there was no music at all, and I feel like the music was also such a great fit. So that was number two, the actual experience of this work, right? When you kind of let it go and you are there and you are immersed, if you're lucky, of course, if you can relax. But I felt really relaxed and easy. I could really be present, be really in the moment. And maybe that was also an indication that the work of art was really good, because I could really be myself and wander and be there in the moment. And step number three, to experience, to understand, to analyze the contemporary work of art, let's discuss the symbols. The main symbol, right, was this figure, was human-like figure. It was something maybe I could see in my dreams, in my childhood memory. And the light was so soft, and I wonder, what does green light mean? It could mean nature, It could mean that something is being alive, right? Also, green color is very therapeutic color. If you are in nature, you immediately feel calm, feel at ease. And I also feel like this green color is often present in different movies and different fairy tales. It's very almost like a royal color, right? There is royal blue, but I'm sure there is royal green. These figures, they were almost like copies of one particular image of something or someone. And even though my direct association is to kind of link those figures to my dreams. And the next step number 4, is to uncover more layers of meaning and have more like an overall reflection on the meaning of this experience. For me personally, it was really magical. I could really let go and be in the moment. And even though I feel like those figures, they were not alive, they were not biological beings, but they were alive for me. They almost like represented my dreams. They represented alternative reality, and they were there around me, and they were just shells, right? They were not really alive. They were not speaking to me. They were not moving, but somehow I still felt their presence. And I thought about the meaning of being human. What does it mean? For example, if we are surrounded by other people, who we really are we also in a way some sort of shells? We live in our bodies, right? Well, what does that mean? Body is also in a way some sort of shell. We inhabit it. We also give meaning to many things. We give meaning to our thoughts, our imagination. And I think that's what art is to give birth, to give meaning to something. It can be anything you want it to be. And so this exhibition it's like a dream. I wonder where this artist gets the inspiration from. I'm curious. It's interesting that when I visited this exhibition, I was in a way alone there, but I didn't feel alone. I could see myself. There were mirrors, and there were these interesting, beautiful creatures, figures. When I speak about it, I have like goosebumps right now. So I didn't feel alone when I was surrounded by those figures. And I could also see myself in a way. I saw my own reflection, and I in a way saw myself among them. Like I was also a part of their team, a part of their group. Was just experiencing it. I was wandering around, and I was also lucky. There was really really beautiful music, and I think at some point the music wasn't there. So I was kind of lucky that I was in this period of time when there was music, and I think the music was also really good fit for the exhibition, for the visual. I mean, the music was also a very good fit together with the visuals. And I wonder what could that mean, be among those figures, being among those creatures, maybe also realizing that you are an interesting creature, that maybe you also belong not just to this current reality, but you also belong somewhere else. You belong to some mystery that we often don't see in our daily life as we go through our day and through our life. But what if we are the biggest mystery? I think that exhibition kind of created alternative reality for me and for others to kind of go into that world and experience that mystery. Thanks a lot for watching this video. If you would like to support my channel, please give this video a like, and until next one, Bye. I'm going to do some yoga before sleep actually. It's 9 p.m. Usually I don't go to sleep at 9 p.m. but I didn't sleep that well last night.